It's Katie Lee, and this is Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast, a replay of today's full show. Z103, it's Katie Lee. Oh, my puppy dog, Nix. That girl keeps me on my toes constantly, never ending. She went in today to the vet. She is getting fixed today, so no puppies for her, thankfully. But recently, she's really started to get into her barking. Like, not just like, how am I saying this? Basically, if she hears a random sound, she barks. So, like, we'll be sitting in the living room and she'll hear something outside and then she'll go into attack mode and then instantly go to the window and look and see what's outside. Sometimes even she'll be dead asleep and just start barking. She'll bark in her sleep, and she does not have like a very timid bark. No, her barks are big and scary. It would definitely scare somebody away. Last night I was at a friend's house and we went and got ice cream. We came back to the house and the neighbors, my friend's neighbors, were across the street doing stuff, and she immediately went into bark mode. I was like, dude, you're going to scare everybody away. Calm down. We're in public. You can't do that here. When we go home, when nobody else is around, then you can go crazy like you usually do. But yeah, her barking, crazy right now. But you know what? That's okay. She is all bark, absolutely no bite. She's never bit anybody. Just kidding. She did bite my toes at one point, but that's just because she was bored. She's a sweet girl. Yeah. All bark, no bite. Well, I've been expecting this to happen a lot sooner than later, but it finally happened. And craziest way, Jennifer Lopez filed for divorce from Ben Affleck 25 months after they got married in July 2022. And wasn't it like on the anniversary that they got married or something? I can't remember if it was the wedding date or when they actually started the relationship or... Anyways, so Ben spent his weekend with his other ex-wife, Jennifer Garner. Love her. She's amazing. They dropped their daughter off at her first year at Yale. How magical. That's about all I got for your tea today, so tune back for tomorrow for more tea. You know, I try to save money and make my coffee at home every single morning, and it does do me good, but I just found a world record, fancy coffee beans. They grow on the side of a volcano in Panama, and they just sold at an auction, $4,500 a pound. A pound. And a single cup will basically run you hundreds of dollars. Absolutely not. I'm good with my $2 coffee. It's Katie Lee here on Z103, and I'm officially giving up. It's September. Everything's going to be dying here soon anyways, so why try to bring it back? So during the week that I did crash my motorcycle and I was very immobile, I didn't water my one flower pots behind my house, and they are very crusty, dead flowers. And I'm just like, oh, it could maybe possibly bring them back. No, they are very, very dead. And it's such a bummer because they were so pretty. They looked so good. So now I got dead flowers, dead grass, but that's because of the grubs. And that one wasn't my fault because I water my grass very well. I take very good care of my grass. I have one patch of grass that's still good. Grubs ruin the rest of it. And then my trees, the grasshoppers. The grasshoppers have taken over the trees, even though they're still alive, they're still doing well. I still water them all the time. But yeah, my new, what are there? Poplars? Yeah. I'm trying to be a good little yard person, but those flowers are definitely crusty and extremely dead. I live under a rock. I didn't know that you could do pet insurance. And so there's also nominees for strangest pet insurance claims. So here's some of the weird ones. A dog broke through a plate glass door chasing after the mailman. That tracks. That happens. A parrot got its claws tangled together. That one I don't understand. And then a dog that ate 250 pieces from a jigsaw puzzle, but left the corners and edges. Interesting. Yeah, those are definitely weird. Idaho's #1 hit music channel, Z103, it's Katie Lee. We got some food news for you today. Costco's fan favorite pumpkin pie arrives before fall. Yep, your giant, ginormous 3-pound, 10 ounces pumpkin pies are now at Costco. I have never been a fan of pumpkin pie, so if that's a thing for you, go ahead. McDonald's, their free collectible cups are now being resold for thousands of dollars on eBay. You know, I saw a picture of them. Somebody was comparing them to like old collectible cups to the ones that they have now. The ones they have now are plastic and cheap and dumb. The ones they had before were like glass and beautiful. And I'm just like, what happened? So they better not be being sold for thousands because they're probably only worth $1. So, food news for you here on Z103. What did you get in trouble for in grade school? 208-524-1033 or go comment on Facebook at Z103 Idaho. All right. I'm getting the gist that a lot of you were talking too much. See, and that's the funny thing with me is that I was never a talker in school. I was actually a very quiet kid. And here I am talking for a living. Let's see. Yeah. So Savannah talking too much or being too helpful in class. Stephanie talking. Same with middle school and high school. Michelle talking. Marilee talking. And then Rusty says, you name it, and I probably did it. And then there's my mom coming into the comments and putting me on blast. She's just like, making chicken noises in class. That is the one thing that I did get in trouble for when I was in grade school, second grade. My teacher was talking about chickens, and she was, I don't even know how it got into the point, but it led to me making chicken noises in class. And then after that, I was sent out of the room for a refocus form. Happened a couple of times. I was really good at refocus forms in second grade. After that, I was a pretty good kid. But yeah, my mom will never let me live that one down. What did you get in trouble for in grade school? 208-524-1033 or go comment on Facebook at Z103 Idaho. There's a lot of surveys that go around, and sometimes I'm just like, how do you people have time for all of these surveys? But, it's probably somebody's job. And this survey says the average person knows that their day has been ruined by 8:36 a.m. And on average, we have 4 bad days per month, which is 48 per year. Honestly, I'm doing pretty good. Thankfully, we made it past 8:36 a.m. I'm surviving. All right, my friends, just a quick little reminder that you're doing a great job and keep working towards your goal, okay? I know there's a lot of things that are going against us right now, but the only way that you're going to get better is to keep improving and trying your hardest, okay? You got this. I believe in you. I love you. Wear your seatbelt and use your blinkers. Katie Lee here on Z103. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of struggling today. So since my motorcycle crash last week. Sorry, can't speak. I've been slowly improving. My knee is getting a lot better. I don't have to wear as many bandages as I did. But all of a sudden, my ribs are killing me. Almost to the point of what they were like when I actually crashed. Like, I'm sitting here, I'm trying to sit up straight and everything, and it's like right underneath my shoulder blade. Ugh. They hurt so bad. So if anybody has any experience in like pains in the ribs, let me know what you did because I am struggling hardcore. Like anytime that I cough or sneeze, end of the world, I start crying. I'm not even going to lie. I get a little tear in my eye. I was like, ow, it hurts. But yeah, slowly improving, but my ribs, not so much. I feel like this dude was putting in all this work. He should have just started up a business and then he would have been fine. We got a 55-year-old guy named Jose from Florida. He's facing a felony charge after he was caught impersonating a pizzeria. So this is his scheme that he had. He would go to hotels, distribute fake flyers, pretending to be a different local pizzeria, like this actually existed, but he used his phone number instead. And so he would take orders, make the pizzas, deliver them. Like I said, he's going through all this effort. He might as well just started up his own pizzeria. The thing about it is that he wanted to use the other place's name and reputation, but only make like super cheap, bad, terrible pizzas. And he was doing this for like years before the pizzeria finally figured out what was going on. They had the police track the guy down, and the reason they started figuring it out is because they started getting complaints and bad reviews off and on, and they're just like, where are these even coming from? They could not figure out what was going on or how these customers were being so satisfied with the pizza that they were getting. So Jose was found. He was later charged with organized scheme to defraud, along with aggravated battery charge after fleeing from the hotel staff and hitting a staff member with his vehicle. Minor detail. So yeah, there's your daily dummy here on Z103. So we'll learn something new today. Have you ever noticed that literally all animations only have 4 fingers? Like not 5, only 4. And the reason is because it saved animators time and money. And this trend goes back from like 100 years to beginnings of animation. But at the same time, Why only 4? It literally would have taken them the exact same. Why didn't they just finish it off with 5 fingers or given them 3 fingers or something? But 4 fingers, I feel like they should have just finished that out. Z103, it's Katie Lee, and I am out of here for the day, my friends. Hope you have a great rest of your evening. Y'all stay safe, stay legit, be awesome, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Bye. Thanks for listening to Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Katie Lee on Z103 is hosted by Katie Lee and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.